All right, here we go. Cooking and drinking brisket day. It's cold. I'm sad. So I'm just gonna whip this little brisket up. It's just a little, what is that? 2 pound, 2.1 pound center cut choice brisket. And we're gonna do some silly stuff. I mean, on anything, you can cook it however you want to. You do you. And some people use a binder, some people don't. I'm gonna use a binder today. We're gonna use some bacon grease, coupled with, believe it or not, some Longhorn Steakhouse grill seasoning. And a drinky poo. So we'll see how this is all gonna go. That looks trimmed up good enough to me. Straight from the store. We're gonna be cooking it on my little cheap little pellet smoker today because I don't care. So let's get this greased up, some bacon grease. Get her seasoned, and then let her rest for a minute while that pellet grill comes up to temp. Yeesh. That's what you get into with cooking and drinking. It's always something. I don't know if you've ever used this bacon grease, but it's hard not to just eat it. Because it smells so good. I mean, I'm sure that'd be kind of gnarly. Oh, damn it. I never do that. We'll stick it back in there. You're right. I'm sure this has been done before, but guess what? We're doing it again, because I ain't never done it, so who cares? Hey, get a whiff of that. Smells like fresh cooked bacon. All right, let's get her seasoned. Longhorn Steakhouse seasoning. If you ain't never had it, try it. Especially on steaks. Which I've done plenty of time. I've done it once on a brisket. And it's pretty fire. The only thing was I got a little drunk on my brisket dried out. So we ain't having that this time. Because I'm going to put me a little pot of apple cider vinegar in there with it. Alright, I'm just going to let that get in there, and then we'll be back to put her in. Woo! Pretty. All right, here we are. We got our pan of apple juice / water in there. Keep a little moisture. And I know there ain't much of a fatty, but we're going to consider that the fat cap side. And put her just like that. Get you in there. And then we'll be back to check later. Woo! Alright, it's a little windy out here. And I'll be the first to admit, that does not look like your normal brisket. But that's just fine with me. See? It's been in there about 3 hours. So I'm just gonna call it. I'm gonna wrap it. Maybe it's because of that bacon grease. Oh. Oh, let's get there out there. God, I don't know what that noise is. So let's get her wrapped. My kid's inside cooking and setting off the fire alarm. Doesn't know to open a window. I'm gonna give her a little apple juice spritz. There. I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of shit for doing a brisket like this, but oh well. It's all in fun. Yeah, better put another layer on that. All right. Back in she goes. I don't know if that's necessary, but I'm gonna keep that in there too. All right, brisket's done. Or what we're gonna call a brisket. Been about a 6-hour cook. And I'm not too confident. But, oh well. It's been resting for about an hour or so. Let's get them juices in the sink. First off, the bark didn't look that good at all. But the last one I made wasn't that special either. But it tasted pretty good. Yeah, let me get a close up of that. It looks more like a well done steak than a brisket. Oh well. Taste is more important. Or most important. Definitely does not have the crust on it. Yeah, I got my knife all gross. All right, about to slice her open. Let me get a horn first though, because I'm nervous. All right. Cut it right down the middle. Ah, just what I thought. A little dry. That looks killer. Like I said, and it's a little dry. Yeah, God. Do the old knifey test. Not bad. Just some little briskets like this, little center cuts and whatnot, they dry out pretty fast. Just remember that. But I'm getting me a piece because I bet that's delish. Not too bad. Like I said, that's a nice smoke ring. Just got a little dry. Oh well. Cooking and drinking. That's something. I'll try her again, but these pieces seem to dry out pretty fast. So, we'll see you on the next round.